nerve, the second-year player clearing out that side of the floor, shooting on Stewie, and then watch the reaction with one another. Stewie's laughing. Caitlin knows it's ridiculous. Just out there having a good time.
What a shocker it was when Indiana finally brought the New York Liberty's perfect streak to an end. The moment the final buzzer sounded, it felt like the entire WNBA universe collectively blinked, rubbed its eyes, and asked, "Did that just happen?" The culprit behind this stunning upset was none other than the Indiana Fever's own franchise sensation, whose mere presence turned a struggling squad into bona fide contenders overnight. From the opening tip, this game promised fireworks, and it certainly delivered, complete with gravity-defying triples, unexpected heroics, and a stat sheet so lopsided that it's going to be studied by coaches for weeks to come. Strap in, because this breakdown dives deep into every jaw-dropping angle of the night, from cold-blooded shooting displays to benchwarmers turning into game changers. Within the first minute of play, the Fever's new secret weapon unleashed a barrage of three-pointers that bordered on cinematic. 3 triples in 38 seconds, each one more outrageous than the last. And just like that, a team that had been stumbling through turnovers and stagnant offense found a pulse. These weren't your garden variety corner toss-ups either. One came from well beyond the logo, so deep that even the arena's jumbotron needed to zoom in just to confirm the ball had actually gone through. It wasn't just the sheer volume of points, but the timing, opening salvo energy that forced the Liberty to scramble defensively, abandon their game plan, and chase a phantom. Suddenly, Indiana looked like a squad reborn, buoyed by confidence and able to orchestrate plays they'd botched all season. Every dribble, every pivot, every screen set for her felt like a masterclass in basketball artistry. Watching felt less like spectating and more like witnessing a rare supernova in real time. Fans couldn't help but leap to their feet, commentators lost their composure, and even rival coaches sat in stunned silence as the Fever morphed into a title-threatening juggernaut on the spot. If the highlight reel dazzled the eyes, the stat sheet crushed any doubt that this was a fluke. Indiana drained threes at a blistering 48% clip, while New York could manage just 20% from beyond the arc. A gulf so wide, it might as well have been the Grand Canyon. And when it came to trips to the foul line, the Liberty racked up 30 attempts compared to Indiana's 16 push-the-ball opportunities. Yet the Fever didn't flinch. They stuck to their guns, knocked down mid-range jumpers, and blitzed the boards to negate free throw volume. Oh, and did someone mention franchise records? Sure did. 17 makes from deep set a new single-game high for the Indiana franchise, an exclamation point on what had already been an electrifying evening. Better yet, this triumph vaulted Indiana into prime position atop the Eastern Conference's Commissioner's Cup race, rewriting playoff scenarios and turning pre-game power rankings upside down. In a single contest, the Fever not only snapped an iconic unbeaten streak, but also reshuffled the entire landscape of the league's most coveted mid-season trophy. While the Fever dream started and largely ended with those blazing triples, the supporting cast threw their own drama into the mix. Kelsey Mitchell began the night in a brick-fest, airballing open looks, stumbling over dribbles, and generally inspiring every good ghost story the crowd recalled about past shooting woes. Yet by the fourth quarter, Mitchell tapped into clutch mode, pouring in 22 points when it mattered most, and reminding everyone why she's considered one of the league's deadliest scorers. On the flip side, Natasha Howard's comeback saw growing pains laid bare. Floated layups were clanked off the iron, handles felt sluggish, and her usual defensive fluidity looked, dare it be said, a bit rusty. These hiccups underscore that even a roster buoyed by a transcendent star still needs every cog turning smoothly. If Indiana hopes to sustain this level, Howard will need to recapture her pre-injury form and turn those early jitters into consistent production. When starters stalled briefly, the Fever bench ignited. Off the pine, Sydney Colson delivered a stellar cameo. 10 points, 6 assists, a rebound, and even a timely steal. Those contributions came at pivotal moments, stepping into pick-and-roll sets, draining catch-and-shoot jumpers, and facilitating transition breaks that kept the offensive engine humming. A glance at the plus-minus metrics shows Indiana's depth stood toe-to-toe with New York's reserves and often outperformed them. Schemes designed to neutralize superstar Aaliyah Boston fizzled when Colson slipped through the cracks, capitalizing on defensive mismatches and rewarding the Fever with vital second-unit momentum. This depth will be crucial in long playoff runs. Teams that ride only 1 or 2 stars can flame out, but a deep rotation armed with confidence can grind out wins even when primary scorers stall. New York's superstar tandem didn't fold quietly. Breanna Stewart, ever the veteran, sank 10 free throws en route to a 24-point night, an artful reminder of her ability to draw contact and convert under pressure. Sabrina Ionescu, despite a cold shooting line, provided leadership sparks, barking out defensive calls, orchestrating half-court sets, and refusing to let morale slip. Meanwhile, Natasha Cloud, dubbed the CC Stopper after a previous duel, struggled to live up to that billing, finishing with just 5 points on 1 field goal but contributing 6 rebounds and 5 assists. The Liberty's game plan hinged on defensive intensity up top, but Indiana's ball movement and floor spacing proved too much. When double teams arrived, cutters like Colson thrived. Off the court, the spectacle took on global dimensions when 5 fans flew in from Hong Kong just to witness the show. That kind of reach speaks volumes about basketball's international pull and underscores how a single hero's return can galvanize audiences worldwide. And yes, there was drama in the officiating ledger too. A technical foul marked the first on Indiana's star, a consequence of a profanity-laced quip to the ref after what looked like a clear foul. It's a reminder that even in a historic return, the human element, emotions, split-second reactions still shapes narratives. That lone tech doesn't overshadow the performance, but adds a subplot about managing composure amid euphoria. By the final buzzer, this contest offered everything a fan could crave: gravity-defying threes, clutch contributions from unlikely sources, veteran savvy, youthful exuberance, and even a dash of worldwide intrigue. Indiana's win didn't just end a perfect streak, it reshaped expectations, elevated under-the-radar heroes, and set the stage for a WNBA season that suddenly feels wide open. If last night proved anything, it's that in this league, no streak is safe, no scoreboard final is guaranteed, and the next jaw-dropping performance could be just one tip-off away. Keep your eyes peeled. This roller coaster is only gaining speed. So what's your guys' take on all this? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications.